It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Indeed, Bailey, as you rightly mentioned, today is National Paraffin Safety Day. And in South Africa, domestic households consume over 7 million litres of paraffin every single year. It's used for cooking, for lighting and for heating as well. Now, paraffin is the most commonly used source of fuel in low-income communities throughout the country, and it's used in almost half of all of South African homes. The majority of domestic paraffin incidents involve children who are injured in paraffin-related fires, resulting in severe burns and injuries. So the question is, what can you do to prevent paraffin incidents? Well, joining us in studio this morning to shed some light on the issue is Station Commander Theo Lane of the City of Cape Town's Fire and Rescue Services. Thank you very much for being here with us.
Good morning, Cole.
So let's talk a little bit more about this, and because usually I think when there's a fire that breaks out, usually the first instinct is to take water and to just try and douse the flames. But usually in a paraffin fire-related incident, that could worsen the situation. So what's the right kind of way of handling it?
Oh, that is usually the first instinct that everybody has. But sand is the best. Obviously, if you've got an extinguisher, that's even better. But not everybody has got extinguishers.
Yes.
So have a bucket of sand handy. Just when you're using it, and know where it is, because it could happen at any time. So you must be able to just get hold of that bucket and throw the sand over the fire as soon as possible.
And as I said earlier on, a lot of the incidents are related to children, so the safety of storing paraffin in the right kind of way comes into question here. So how does one do that? How do you make sure that if you are utilising paraffin as a form of fuel in your household, that you're storing it safely from kids?
Okay, the first thing is you store it out of reach of children, especially in locked cupboards if possible, but high up where they can't reach it. And then make sure you store it in the proper type of containers, because that is very important. In the event of the container falling down, you don't want it to break and spread and actually cause a fire. So make sure that it is stored away from children and that it's in proper containers.
Yeah. And so if we had to look at some very important paraffin fire prevention tips, what would your top ones be that we need to keep top of mind?
Okay, you never leave any paraffin appliance, but that goes for any type of device, unattended. Once you are completed using it, make sure that you extinguish the flame and put it out of reach of children. And then when you are using it, make sure that you put it onto a flat surface with nothing underneath it and away from things that are combustible, like curtains, and also make sure that there's nothing underneath it that children or pets or anybody can pull on it, which will actually result in the fire starting up.
Yeah. And so if people want to get more information and also maybe connect with the fire department on these safety elements and tips, where can they find more information?
Well, they can get it on the City of Cape Town website. We have got a whole list of tips as to it's safe and how to handle anything that is paraffin. That's available on the website.
Fantastic stuff. Well, thank you very much for sharing those tips with us. And as it is National Paraffin Safety Day, we are encouraging you to keep those tips top of mind. And as the Station Commander said, you can find all of those details on the website. And also, as we mentioned earlier on, we have the team that is representing South Africa in Germany at the Toughest Firefighter Alive competition. Now, there is a need for them to raise some 90,000 Rand in order to be able to send the team there to represent our country. And already there has been made a donation of 10,000 Rand from a donator who'd like to remain anonymous. So thank you very much to them. But he is challenging all corporates and sponsors out there to sponsor our firefighters. If you'd like to, of course, be part of that, you are welcome to make donations. We will have a number on the screen for you right now that you can call with all the information that you need for that. Right now, let's find out what else is coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show with Bailey.